This is Bam Electric Ghost, and this episode is Josephine Electric Phantasm or Fiend. It's our latest track, and we're driving to our new gig, going into our second week in Maine, and we're only doing maybe one or two songs a week. This is the second song we did for last week. We did it yesterday, like last night, Sunday, the 14th of July. Now this song was again a full analog experience. We were using our Moog drummer from Another Mother, the D-Fam. We're also using our Mother 32 from Moog, and then we used our Arturia Mini Brute 2S with its patch bay, the one without the keyboard that has an extensive patch bay and a very awesome sequencer. So the Arturia Mini Brute 2S has two oscillators, two LFOs. It also has a looping envelope that's very interesting, and it has an extensive patch bay. And we have it in the Arturia solution called the 6U, which is their Eurorack solution, which allows you to connect the Mini Brute 2S to the Eurorack. And the 6U has two rows of Eurorack modules that can support two rows. And what we have in our Eurorack is the Mother 32, and we also have the D-Fam. Plus we have the Make Noise Morphogene module, which appears on this track, and we also have the Make Noise Math utility module, which allows you to do an exponential and linear processing of your analog or digital signals with CV or control voltage. So that's a mouthful, but what we did is we created a beat which was initially the same beat we used in the last song that we did, which we found very interesting, but we've altered it. So the last song we had done that a lot of people seem to dig is Graceful Sped at Fade, which we have 109 listens on SoundCloud, and that's pretty good when the average listens maybe like 10 or 12 listens. So we hit them like exponentially 10 times more or 11 times more than normal. So that whole song was built off of a bass line done on the D-Fam. What we did is we altered that bass line with the filter, with the ladder filter and the resonance to have a different kind of quirkiness to it. So it's got this kind of Eurorack beeps and bloops type of quirkiness. And then we're playing with the ladder filter and the resonance live, recorded into a Zoom R24 24-track recorder. Now on top of that, we've got some modulation that we actually took the D-Fam and ran it into the math module. And then when we ran it into the math module, because you can do logarithmic and exponential processing of the signal, we actually got the signal to kind of time warp a little bit and change the pattern. So the pattern that was coming off the controlled voltage sequencer of the D-Fam, which only has 8 steps, actually was altered by the math module to change it, which is it's a technique that you can use with the math module, which is very cool. And then at the same time, we have a Morphogene sample of a sample like the Ghost song that we're running through kind of like a backwards loop, very low in the mix. And also in our Eurorack, we have a Pittsburgh modular 2x4 mixer that allows us to change the signal or alter the loudness of each VCA signal that's coming into the Eurorack. So there's a VCA coming from the Moog Mother 32, there's a VCA voltage controlled amplifier from the D-Fam, and we can control those levels, and then the overall master level goes out to the 2S, the Arturia Mini Brute 2S, and then that goes out to our MX1 mixer to a 1/4-inch line that's mono that goes into the MX1 as a mono signal, but then comes out as a right and left stereo signal as an input into lines 1 and 2, or tracks 1 and 2 of our Zoom, which gives us a stereo signal by using analog hardware, hardwired processing. So then we get a hardwired stereo signal that's converted from our MX1 mixer to the actual Zoom R24. That's a mouthful, but that's how we get that, which we talked about before. We like doing that hardwired stereo conversion because we find that DAWs with analog synths compress the signal and kind of amp it up. So we get a really good our mode sounds better than what some people would get, and we would argue that it sounds way better than any soft synth you could ever come up with doing it this way. And there's no, we don't sound like anyone else because we're not using soft synth, we're not using a DAW, we're not getting compression from like FL Studio or from Ableton Live or anything like that. We're getting our signal directly from the hardware synth right into the Zoom R24, and it's recording at 24-bit, 48 megahertz audio quality directly to a WAV file. And then from there, we do play with a digital tool. We use Beautiful Audio rather than Landar, which we've dropped our Landar because they were charging us too much money. Based on how much money we were making, they were charging us way too much money for our processing of our stuff. And since we have a contract with Bentley Records for a year, we don't need to deal with them right now. But that put all of our Landar tracks that were out on all the services are now down. But we have tons of Bandcamp tracks on our Linktree, and we have our SoundCloud, which has every single track we've ever done on our SoundCloud. So go to our SoundCloud and push and repost as much as possible. So this song, again, is a strange bird of a song. It's Josephine Electric, the lead singer of Pam Electric Ghost. She's created using a BT4 vocal transformer, talking about whether or not a phantom is a fiend. No, she is a phantasm. Josephine Electric is a ghost in a band full of ghosts. Pam Electric Ghost is a band that's modeled kind of off the Gorillaz and the characters. So Pam Electric Ghost with me is a keyboardist and producer. Josephine Electric is the dominatrix Windover sister of Stephanie and Windover. They're the Windover girls, and they're ghosts as well. And they're phantasms, and they're able to be material or immaterial, ethereal or non-ethereal. They can physically touch you, and they can fuck you, and they can fuck up your mind. And that's the whole concept, is that Josephine, is a dominatrix, leather-wearing, 6-inch heel, alpha, sexual predator of human beings. She just uses whoever she wants to use, but then sometimes she feels a little bit more towards some of her human victims than maybe she would have thought, and she actually falls in love with people, and it isn't as cold-hearted as she might appear. In this particular song, she's basically talking about how she's on the street pulling johns or pulling tricks, and she's in the dark corners having sexual liaisons and doing whatever she wants with whoever she wants sexually. And just typical sex romp that she kind of represents, or it does represent, doesn't kind of, that's what she represents. She is, Josephine is our idea of sex. She represents everything about sex. And that's what she's about. Sometimes, we talk about electronic music, but we'll criticize Donald Trump in a song like Something Wicked, which is our first album on Amazon.com, or Indigo Menace, which is on Amazon.com, or Since Vita Neo Soul Surrender, which if you want a hard copy CD of the Ghost, go to Amazon.com and you can type Phantom Electric Ghost CD, and you'll see our 3 CDs. We're supposed to have a 4th one, which is The Flower That Blooms at Midnight in the Tomb, but for some reason TuneCore doesn't have that out there yet. We're going to have to complain again. We put that out about 5 months ago, and it was supposed to be there. We're still always on their app trying to find out why it's not there. But again, there's 3 CDs out there. If you're into CDs, there also you can get our music on Amazon and YouTube Music. You can listen on Spotify. You can listen on Tidal and Apple Music and iTunes. And we would ask you, if you're a real fan of the Ghost, please purchase and download on iTunes and Amazon. Please download the song on Spotify and all the other streaming services, and we get more points for that. If you do that, that would be very helpful to us. Again, this song is, we're thinking it's a very strong song that for our album. And we were originally, thinking that we're gonna call this album Violence, but we never put out Dark Ghost. Dark Ghost, the Spider Puppets, or Volume 1, is something that we really believe in. It's got Sonic Twin, it's got all these songs that we put together, like Dark Ghost, Souls You Never Moved Forward. But we know that that's probably still a project that's going to take a little bit to come back out. So we are leaning toward actually putting it out later, as we've talked about. But we might take a Dark Ghost concept, so we might call this Dark Ghost Violence. And so we're going to maybe reconfigure the cover, come up with some new art. We already had a cover that we built with worked with Bentley for this album, but we're going to change it. We're going to create a new cover because we want Dark Ghost to be part of the title of this album. And this track might end up being the first track on the album because we like how it segs with the last track we were talking about, which is Graceless Bed of Fade. So we're thinking Ghost being Electric Phantom or Fiend might be the first song. Then Graceless Bed of Fade, and then we might go into, It'll Never Last, You Got the Nads, and then Devolution Fade, and then we're probably gonna think about going back into this album. We really like a couple other songs that we're into. Out of the stuff on Lean, which isn't out yet, we're gonna probably get into It's Not You, It's Not Mean. The next song we would do is Wretched Amp Partner, which is also called Days Fuck. And then Hesitation we like a lot. When Miss Electric Comes to Town. And then we'll probably do Step or Blown Wind. And Hate You to Love You. Violence Is Never Okay. And then we're probably also gonna do. That's probably the album. We were thinking about some other tracks, but there's a song called Tired 66 that we probably put out that we're looking at. But that's the idea of the record. We also have this song called The Whip That Made You Bleed, which we're gonna probably put out. That might be on their album as well. But that album, we take that track, but it's going to probably be like an hour and a half, which we don't know if our record company's going to let us do, but we're going to try it. So, again, we have our link tree. You can click on that. We have our new sponsor, Spotify, so check that out. Like, we're on Spotify. We're on also 11 other platforms. We're on Anchor FM, but Anchor FM is part of the Spotify family, so check that out. And, support the Ghost by becoming a sponsor. If you become a sponsor, you can sponsor us at 99 cents or $4.99 or $9.99 a month, which you said before. If you become a sponsor, you send us a voice memo to Anchor FM with your Instagram ID. We can direct message you private links to our SoundCloud. But then again, if you become a sponsor of the program, send us a voice memo with your Instagram ID, or contact us on Instagram saying that you subscribe. We'll be able to check you out and confirm your subscription based on who you are. And then contact us through expansive_sound_experiment, expansive_sound_experiment. Send us a direct message, and we'll talk to you later. We love all the Peg fans, and we hope you love us back. and we'll talk to you later.
I'm incomplete. Say I'm unseen in the dark corners on the street. Till you got your blood bleed. I'm incomplete. Till you find me like some drug off the street. Phantom become seen when you're such a fiend. Now I'm what you need. Now I'm complete. Now not so discreet. Looking for your arm to feed. I'm what you need. On the dark corner of the street. Phantasm, sex fiend. You can call me Josephine. Phantasm, scream queen. You can call me Josephine. I was incomplete till I found the blood to bleed in the dark corners of the street. I'm your scream queen. Josephine's what you need. I'll get you down on your knees. I was incomplete till you found me on the dark corner of the street. Found blood to bleed. I'm your phantasm queen. Name's Josephine. I was incomplete till you found me on the dark corner of the street. Phantasm, scream queen. Not exactly what you need, but I'm your fiend. When you're down on that street, I get blood to bleed, just like that coke fiend. Not exactly what you need. Phantasm, scream queen. And you can call me Josephine. You can get anything you need. You can say I was complete. You found me on that dark corner of the street. Got the quality you need. I'm everything that is unseen. I'm everything you believe that God should be. When I get on my knees, when you feel the blood to bleed, when I feel that our queen gives you the scream you need. You can call me Josephine. You're just an electric fiend. Someone that you don't need when your blood's gonna bleed. Now you could say I'm complete, and you're gonna finish the dream. I'm your sex fiend, total scream queen. Not what you need, but I want you believe. Say you're complete. Say got what you need. Say I'm your queen. Say my name is Josephine. Say you're complete. Say my name is Josephine. Say you're complete. Phantasm, all that you need. Say, my name's Josephine. Got your blood.